Hello. So today I am going to discuss the basic concept of linked list. You know that linked list is a linear data structure in which store, we arrange the element in linear fashion, and the elements of the linked list are connected with pointers. So you all should know the basic concept of pointer in C language because we learn implementation part in C language. So before starting the linked list, I would like to compare array and linked list because you already aware about the array. Though, so you know that array are more suitable for insertion and deletion at the end because it's simple. At the next index we can insert, and it is better for the random accessing, and searching the any element in the linked list is also very easy. But we have some problem with array. The problem is the array size we have to specify in very beginning. So if we don't know the array size, then it's very difficult because in syntax we have the size requirement at the time of compile time. Yes, we have dynamic memory allocation method also. If we assign the array size, but for that we have to use the malloc function, which limits the actual benefit of array, which normally implementation time पे जो programmer है वो prefer करते हैं. Second one, the insertion and deletion of an element in beginning or in middle, it requires lots of the shifting of elements because जिस place पे you will add or you are delete, then we have to, if for insertion we have to create a space, then we have to shift, and if you are deleting, then after that element you have to shift left. So that's why insertion and deletion operation in array is not suitable, and for that linked list is more suitable. So again I am comparing. We will see how it is more suitable. Application where sequential access is required. Here you can see linked list is not better option if you want random accessing. If you have the requirement of sequential accessing, then only linked list is suitable. So in situation where the number of elements cannot be predicted, we can opt linked list. So both have some advantages and some limitations. You should keep this mind in this your mind. And now linked list. What is linked list? It is a completely different way of representation in comparison to array. Here in the this is the simple example. You can see at, we say it as a node. In each node there are two part. First part for storing the value, and the second part the address of the next node. That is, we will use pointer to store this address of the next node, and again here value, pointer for next node, and so on. So we will implement these node by structure. You know, in C What is structure? It is the collection of heterogeneous data type of elements. So each item in the list is a part of a structure. The structure also contains a pointer to the next node or to the structure containing the next item. So this type of list is called a linked list. Here for the first node, we use a special pointer. The name of the pointer is start or head, which points to first node of the linked list. Here we will use the term node instead of element. Each structure of the list is called a node, जैसा मैंने अभी आपसे कहा, and consists of two fields. One containing the data item, एक से ज्यादा डेटा आइटम भी हो सकता है. जैसे यहाँ पे हमने सिंगल डेटा आइटम दिखाया है, but here may be more than one values. Like suppose I am storing the value of a student, then it may be roll number, the age, and it may be the roll number, name, and all this string can be. So more than one data value are possible. The other containing the address of the next node. The data items comprising a linked list need not be contiguous in memory. Mind it. In linked list, just like array, we have not the provision to store in contiguous fashion. So it may be one element is stored at one place, another node will be stored at different place. So the node of the element or node of the linked list is not stored in contiguous fashion. So they are ordered by a logical link that are stored as a part of the data in the structure itself and the pointer to another structure of the same type. Such a structure can be like this. You can see this is the node. We have item, we have pointer to point next node. We will say node and we can represent in C. Struct is a keyword in C. कोई भी नाम आप दे सकते हैं. Suppose we are saying node and in this we have two field. First one for storing the value. Integer हमने लिया है. It may be float, it may be character, it may be anything. Just for simplicity we are taking here integer and the pointer. And mind it, it is a self-referential pointer. Why? Because in this structure, this field have data type of the same data type. This is also a user defined data type. This is also a user defined data type. So this pointer, इस pointer का data type क्या है? Again this struct node. So such a structure which contains a member field pointing to the same structure type are called self-referential structure. So it is a self-referential structure and it is allowed in C. Now this is the example. You can see here, जैसे मैंने अभी आपसे कहा स्टूडेंट है, इसका रोल नंबर आपने ले लिया, आपने नेम ले लिया, तो more than one data item are possible. So it is okay. Again, this is self-referential pointer. So also assume that the list consists of three nodes. Just for illustration purpose, I am taking this. So this is the node of a linked list we are defining by using structure, and we are taking three object of this struct stud n1, n2 and n3. So see, to create the link between nodes, we can write here, suppose this is n1, so n1 dot next, this n1 dot next is equal to address of n2, address of n2. and this n2 next is equal to address of n3. So n1 will point to n2 and n2 will point to n3. Our n3 next is equal to null. Whenever any node will have null pointer, it means termination of the linked list. So now the linked list will be look like this. In this example, we are assuming that there are more than one value are possible. Okay. A linked list is a data structure which can change during execution. Means successive elements are connected by pointer. We already covered this point. Last element points to null. मैंने कहा कि जब भी कोई नोड का पॉइंटर नेक्स्ट पॉइंटर null है, it means this is a termination of linked list. It can grow or shrink in size during execution of program. We can add a node anywhere. We can add here, we can add here, we can add here, we can add at last of the linked list. So it can grow. In the same way, we can delete any node. So it can shrink. So in runtime, we can add or delete any node in the linked list. It can be made just as long as required. It doesn't waste memory space, because just like in array, suppose we are defining array size 50 and we are storing just 5 elements, so we are just wasting 45 spaces. Here it is not the case. Whenever we want to store any element, dynamically we will allocate the memory space and then we will store. And if it is at the time of deletion, that memory will be simply freed. Here a special pointer head, sometime we say start, points to the first node of the linked list. Next type of linked list. Depending on the way in which the links are used to maintain adjacency, several different types of linked list are possible. अभी तक जो हमने एग्जांपल लिया वो था एग्जांपल सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट का, या सिंपली हम बोलते हैं उसको लीनियर लिस्ट. सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ लीनियर लिंक लिस्ट जो हमने अब तक वी हैव डिस्कस सो फार. हियर the arrow, the pointer will be in single direction. That's why we say singly linked list. Circular linked list. In circular linked list, the pointer of last node will not be null. It will points to again the first node. So it becomes a circle. That's why we say circular linked list. So this is the one variation. The pointer from the last element in the list points back to the first element. Another type of is linked list is doubly linked list. Doubly means what? The direction of pointer will be in both direction, forward direction as well as in backward direction. And we will have another pointer. Head will point the first node and tail will point to the last node. The pointer exists between adjacent nodes in both directions. The list can be traversed either forward or backward. If you start from head, so first node, then using forward pointer, next node, then next node, and so on. In backward direction, we can start from using the tail pointer, then you can access last node, then its previous node, then its previous node, and so on. So it can be traversed in both directions. Usually two pointers are maintained to keep track of the list, as I said, head and tail. Now, some important observation: the null pointer is used to indicate that no more nodes follow. That is end of the list. This is the summary. To use a linked list, we only need a pointer. to the first element of the list. Following the chain of pointers, the successive elements of the list can be accessed by traversing the list, keeping track of linked list. Must know the pointer to the first element of the list. If you don't know start or head, both are synonyms, then you are not able to access any element of the linked list. Linked list provides flexibility in allowing the items to be rearranged efficiently, as I said in very beginning. So it's very easy for insertion of an element and deletion of an element. So enough for today. In next lecture, I will discuss how we can create a linked list and the traversing of a given linked list. So thank you.